Hello, I'm Gary Anderson, Executive Director of Read to Them, an organization dedicated to encouraging parents to read to their children for 15 minutes a day. We encourage this because reading to your children makes them better listeners, and being a better listener leads to greater literacy. We made this video to promote the most exciting school-wide educational program that I have been involved in my more than 30 years in public education. It's called One School, One Book.
Here's how the program works. Your school distributes 500 copies of a professionally chosen novel to every family in your elementary school. All of the parents begin reading the first chapter at home to their children on an established date. Every night, parents read another chapter to their children so that each child is listening to the same chapter on the same date. In school the next day, every day over the course of a month, the school principal or a teacher or the librarian coordinate daily school-wide trivia questions about the material read the previous night. It's amazing and exciting to see an entire school community get caught up and involved with reading and sharing a book. The stories in the book end up uniting the entire school community. It's inspiring to see children in the classroom talking about a book instead of, say, a video game. There are many benefits which accrue from the One School, One Book program. Listening to stories ignites children's imaginations, and it strengthens the parent-child bond. As a caring adult invests time in reading stories at home to their children, the children begin to absorb vocabulary, they gain insight, and they end up creating memories together that last a lifetime. It also inculcates a culture of reading, a habit of reading, that will empower every child in school and enrich their lives forever.
The One School, One Book program is a great success and now has a life of its own. Children drive the program because they feel affirmed and loved. But just don't take my word for it. Let's hear from two elementary schools that have been doing the program for the last 6 years. One, Northumberland Elementary, is located in the rural part of Virginia, and the other, Fox Elementary, is located in downtown Richmond, Virginia.
Often, as a teacher, I find that I try to quiet my children at the beginning of the day. But there's one kind of talk I will always encourage, and that's talking about books, specifically about the book that's being read by every child, every family.
When we are discussing the book in class or at lunch or on the playground even, they want to be participating. They want to be the person who knows what's going to happen next.
All of these books deal with kids in real life situations. And many of our kids who have limited experiences because we live in a small community are able then to talk about their feelings. And I think that's really tremendous.
It encourages discussion at home with their parents. It encourages discussion with administrators here as well.
There are many reasons that I strongly support the One School, One Book program. Aside from the fact that when I walk into the cafeteria, the kids are fabulous. We talk about real literature. We all talk about the same thing.
Morning announcements, we have questions every morning for about 2 to 3 weeks, and they compete to see who gets the question correct.
When the trivia question comes up, there's not a lot of talk at that moment because there's some competition. They don't want to share that answer. So they quickly write the answer on index cards provided on every table, and that's when the talking begins. This is what I wrote. What did you write? Why did you write that? I don't think that's right. I don't agree with you, because this is the kind of talk that we try so hard to teach and encourage when we're teaching reading, and it happens spontaneously.
One of my favorite things about the One School, One Book program is the way children respond to the trivia questions. When I'm in the school, when I'm in the hallways, when I'm on the playground, I love it when Kids come up to me and they're so excited about double-checking to see if they got a question right, or anticipating what the next question might be, or even suggesting what a question should be. Sometimes they'll run back to their book and see if my answer is correct because they remembered a different detail. When I see that, I see a real enthusiasm for reading, and that's really what we're trying to build here.
The parents are very enthusiastic about the program. They are in full agreement with it. They enjoy having that time to sit down and read with their children.
My kids come home and they have that book in their hand, and they make a point of saying, "Here's the book today, Mom." And then as a parent, we have homework to do and we have a lot of things to talk about, but it's a special time together for us at night to come together and read that book. And it's exciting for me, and I can tell that it's exciting for them too.
It makes me feel wonderful. They glow. I get excited inside and know that they're enjoying it and they're comprehending it, they're getting it, and they always ask for more and more.
If you give parents a simple way to be involved with their children, it doesn't cost them anything. Plus, it brings a book into the home.
One year we did The Trumpet of the Swan, so a lot of parents were doing a lot of research on swans and going to Maymont and seeing the swans. So it allows for parent activities, family activities, in addition to just the reading.
It's also something that has spread across the community. Our school board gets involved in it. Our board of supervisors is involved in it. It's been a great source of building support for the school division as a whole, which is a real key to our success as well.
This has spilled over into our community. It's become a whole one community. It isn't just one school, one book. It's now one school, one book, one community.
The very first year that we did One School, One Book, 65% of our children participated, and we thought that was amazing. But then the second year, 100% of our children in grades pre-K through 4 participated in the program.
And I really think One School, One Book has been a part of that success because it's built a culture of literacy in that school.
Children, if they want to read, if they love books, they really love books, it changes their whole life.
You could take the book home and read it with family and friends.
I like it because it's like a family bonding experience. I think my favorite part is getting to know who the new book is. I love it when you get a new book because some of the books I've never really read, and I like learning new things when I read it. I really love it because it's like getting to read all sorts of really cool books by cool authors.
You get to read the book over with your family. It's like a family process.
We all reading the same book, and like when you come back to school after you read the book, then you can all talk about what you read and like what you like about the book.
I think it's really fun reading it because like sometimes like when we're reading it we have lots of laughs and stuff because we think there's funny parts in the books. It's really fun when you get to have like a play date with your friends and you want to like go over the book and stuff.
Hi, I'm Kirk Spitzer, President of the Board of Read to Them. Read to Them totally supports, endorses the power, vitality, and enthusiasm that this program brings. We encourage you to seek more information. Contact us at our website, or feel free to contact our Executive Director, Gary Anderson, at the contact information provided in this video, and he can give you more information and support. The sooner you get rolling and get this plugged into your schools and get going, you will see the power and the benefit, and it's simply win-win for everybody. Remember, One School, One Book. Get it going now.